You maybe don't see eye to eye with every single woman. That's just like not the nature of human beings.
No.
You know, there is a competitiveness between us. There is envy. There is camaraderie. There is, you know, all of these different like dynamics. And I mean, I feel that working in entertainment, there is this kind of dance that we all do with each other, whether you're in music, whether you're in your world, like there is this dance that everybody's watching each other. Everybody's like posing in their picture, like, hey, oh my God, it's so nice to see you.
Yeah, my collaborator also, and good friend.
Yeah, but then you're also like, I want what they have. Right. And then the next day you're like, they suck. I killed it today. And this happens, but no one really is like willing to discuss it. But we all probably have our person.
Yes.
Parasocial interaction refers to a kind of psychological relationship experienced by an audience in their mediated encounters with performers in the mass media. In this case, viewers, listeners, followers, or fandom come to consider media personalities as friends, despite having no or limited interaction with them. What Charli was talking about in the interview is the expectation that we audiences hold into thinking that mass media performers are all friends and that they all have to get along with each other. Perhaps that comes from the parasocial relationship that we have with them and from the fact that we don't see these mass media performers as who they are, flawed human beings, because of how well media trained they are. Media training is a process many celebrities go through, where a professional teaches them how to answer interview questions and talk to the public while most effectively avoiding any negative publicity. Through media training, some celebrities got used to communicating and performing this likable, curated persona. This performance is extended to when they are with each other. On the interview, Charli spoke about how some celebrities perform friendship when dealing with each other, when in fact they don't necessarily get along or their relationship is conflictual and confusing. From a perspective of a performer, Charli added,
I wonder whether I feel like it's interesting, this like celebrity culture, especially over the past 10, maybe 15 years, has really changed a lot in that I think niceness became a commodity.
Yeah.
Whereas before, niceness wasn't cool.
Right.
You know, it wasn't cool to be nice.
No. Yeah.
And then suddenly it really was. It was oh, well, if you're not nice, you're dead.
Apart from thinking that all celebrities must be nice and friendly because that's the image they convey to us thanks to media training, why do we expect celebrities' moral compass to be intact all the time? Where does this expectation come from? According to Alfred Archer and Maureen Sue, expecting celebrities' moral compass to be intact comes from using their lives as an ethical exploration to navigate our own moral compass when commenting on something they did. Now, how do we use them exactly as moral exemplars? According to Christopher Willman, the prominent position of celebrities in society gives them a high level of influence over others. Similarly, the fact that celebrities are widely admired means that people are likely to be motivated to copy them and emulate them. A celebrity will typically be the focus of public attention. That is not restricted to the reasons why they became famous for in the first place, and that private lives are likely to be the subject of significant public interest. This is depersonalization, or severe loss of privacy. When any of them does something wrong or that might be considered as wrong, they become the center of one of the common forms of gossiping in contemporary society, which is gossiping about the famous. That form of gossiping enables people to form bonds and communicate about norms and values without the risk of harming those around them. For example, some celebrities were blocked on social media by their followers because none of them used that platform and spoke about what the Israeli government is doing to Gazan people. This was a subject of discussion for many people on TikTok, probably in real life as well, where people denounced, commented on why these celebrities refused to talk about Palestine at all. Elizabeth Breeze explained that gossip around a celebrity event that shows that celebrities are symbols by which we narrate, negotiate, and interpret our collective experience and establish moral boundaries, according to her. One could argue and say gossip in all its forms is bad, and we shouldn't give celebrities that much of proportion and importance in some of our discussions as a society. Well, this isn't applicable in all contexts. Gossip sometimes could be used to convey a necessary message between individuals, and whether we want to admit it or not, celebrities, performers, entertainers are a part of the entertainment and leisure we take part in, whether it be cinema, music, literature, and sports. The parasocial relationship we have with them comprehends admiration as well as criticism. The interview with Charli XCX proved that she really is an outsider in the entertainment industry, whether it be something she refuses to be a part of or something that she really is not into. Performers in the music and film industry or any celebrity in other fields like fashion or sports are considered as human brands or personal brands that heavily relies on reputation and use the curated, nice, polite personality as a way to commercialize that personal brand. According to Ricky Wright, a marketing and communication expert, personal brands can be marketed in two ways. First, through endorsements and sponsorships, in which celebrities blur the lines between genuine recommendations and paid promotions. Athletes, social media influencers, artists, as well as few actors. In this case, the ultimate goal of a company is to sell a product or a service. Different companies have different marketing strategies. Companies that support artists financially or with the frequent supply of that product use sponsorships as a form of advertising. The people a company chooses to sponsor usually represent that target audience, like Sabrina Carpenter's deal with Samsung. The second way in which personal brands are used is through merchandising, which is when celebrities branch out into product lines from makeup to clothing to perfumes and other derived products. Now, to conclude, niceness used as a commodity in the entertainment industry that Charli XCX spoke about is a performance required for a personal gain. By intentionally becoming personal brands, celebrities, that PR, marketing and communication team, that media trainer, and that publicist create an image of that celebrity to influence that public perception and establish them as an authority in their industry, to then elevate that credibility and advance that career, according to Ricky Wright. I'm not saying that niceness doesn't exist at all in the entertainment industry. It simply doesn't have enough space to genuinely exist because parts in the entertainment industry got used to performing it in order to gain something in return that complement that career, where there is no or limited place for authenticity unless your name is Renee Rapp. It's also somehow absurd when a media trainer or communication expert works with a celebrity and says, "We are going to use your best assets to make you look as genuine and authentic as possible, to be someone people can relate to." How the hell on earth something that is performance strategic, calculated to be perceived from a certain good angle by a whole team, is supposed to be genuine or authentic?